All right, third time's the charm. Hey, everybody. It is Sunday, April 5th, and we have Belle's three whistles here. They spent the evening upstairs in the master bedroom and had a good old time. They started out pretty shy. It was their first spa night, and usually, with previous classes, we've had first spa nights where they don't do anything except really sort of hide. But these guys started out a little shy, and then, as you might guess, Beep was the first one to come out and start exploring. Beep here. And then second was Foggy, and then sometime late in the night, Clax finally decided it was safe to come out and explore. Belle also, she went all around the room right from the start because she's a big kitty. So it was fun. They had a lot of fun. Once they all got used to it, they were playing, running around the room, going nuts, hanging out with their mom. I woke up with Belle all snuggled up and all the kittens nursing from her. So they were all up on the bed with me, which was very sweet. But Belle gives the distinct impression that she doesn't really like getting up on the bed. She wants to just be nearby on the floor, which is not, it seems like not unusual for the mom cats that we've had to go that way. So that's fine with me. It was sweet enough that she kept coming up to get treats or to just hang out with her kittens in the morning. These guys must have worn themselves out but just before we brought them down here, they were going crazy, running around the room, galloping back and forth. Pretty sure that's what woke us up. Lots and lots of running around. So now they're making up for it by sleeping. And as you can see, they've decided to move up to the top shelf of their little crate as the place to be. They were started yesterday. I noticed them coming up here. So we moved the camera so that the regular Kitten Academy live stream can watch them up on the top shelf, which surely means they'll stop coming up here. That's how cats are. They know. They'll probably start hanging out on the bottom again or just someplace entirely else in the room. We'll see about that. Who knows? Anyway, first spa night. Big success for these guys. They had a lot of fun. Hi, Claxy. You're being very cute. You're being very cute. Don't fall in the gap there. Oh, mind the gap. Okay, whoa, good one. Wow. All right, I was just trying to help. You don't have to look so offended at me. You don't have to look so offended. I was just trying to help. You look like you were about to go over the edge. What's with the lean? What's with the lean, kiddo? Doing a little bridge over onto the hammock? Okay. Those floofy beans. Look at those floofy beans. You want me to stop? You want to fight me? You want to fight me? I think I could take you. I think I could take you. Don't get so excited that you roll over that edge, kiddo. I mean, there's a soft blanket down there, but it's still, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you bet. Sounds like DJ's. Oh, if you're wondering, Belle's. Oh, I don't know where Belle is. Never mind. Oh, is that Maggie? No, it's Loganberry. I can see a tail. Oh, hi, Logan. Hi, what are you doing under here? Is this a fun hiding spot? She's got a purr. Got a purr, buddy? Usually if I find somebody under here, it's Maggie. But I guess Logan's learned the way. Oh, there's Custard out in the cat run this morning. Getting some fresh air. It is 50 degrees Fahrenheit out this morning. It's not bad. Supposed to get up to almost 60 today. So that's comfy for kittens. Not supposed to be very sunny though. It's just overcast. Here's Smuggy while we're here. Hi Smuggy. What are you doing? Just chilling, huh? All right, well, nobody's very entertaining this morning, but I guess that's all right. There's Belle is in the cat tree after all. You can kind of see her right there. Her little face looking at us. She's doing good too. Just hanging out. Loganberry's moved into the kitchen. You said it, bud. Oh, there's Maggie. Hi. Maggie, I was going to show them all. You were just sitting over here at the window looking at the birds. But now you want to hang out, huh? Okay. There's Agro. Who's talking? I don't know how Belle is with the faculty yet. I want to start encouraging Belle to meet more of the faculty. She met Loganberry the other day. They touched noses, and they were fine. They had a good interaction. But other than that, I haven't seen her interact with the faculty yet. We were trying to encourage it this morning, but she just wanted to hang out in her tree, so that's all right too. Who was talking in there? Was that Loganberry talking to you? Hmm. Oh, easy for me to say. Brooke's still out, right? You didn't put her away? So Brooke's out here somewhere too. She's probably hanging out upstairs though. Let's go see. Here's Eddie. Hi, Ed. What are you doing? Oh, green eyes. Hey, bud. Oh, I know, but we can't see you when you get so close to the camera. There's Brooke. Hi, Brookie. Here's Eddie and Brooke. Brooke's got her ears a little forward like she wants to start something, but Eddie doesn't react, so they don't usually get in a scuffle because he just ignores her and stares at her. And now he's just getting petted. You want some belly rubs, buddy? I know you do. Oh, yeah, big belly scritches. Oh, yeah. That's some good stuff, huh? Yeah, it is. Big purr. Yeah. Can't tell if Brooke is. She's always got such a serious face. It's hard to tell when she's actually mad about anything. I know, Brookie. Well, why don't you come back over here, Brooke? Brooke? Come here. Hi. So, we're still hoping to find a local adopter for Brooke rather than waiting for Ed to be able to make the trip out. But she's well, I don't know. We're trying to get her out with the faculty a little more often so she can enjoy her stay here while she has to stay here. So we'll see how that works out. And she's a sweetheart, except usually when it just comes to Maggie, she's going to pick on Maggie, and then in return, Loganberry will pick on her if he gets a chance. And then other than those two, I haven't seen too much conflict with her. And when I say pick on, I mean, they never get into a big conflict. Hi, Eddie. I know. Eddie's like, you were just petting me. Why don't we go back to that? That was fun. I hear you, bud. I hear you. Dabble and Tank are doing great. We've seen plenty of pictures of them on our Discord server, and they're really doing fantastically. Custard. Hi, Custard. I've got Brooke headbutting my hand, and I've got Eddie up here headbutting the camera. Eddie. Hi. Hi. Okay. I'm trying not to show our latest food from Chewy just because I think it's got our address on it, and I don't want to accidentally put that on the camera here. That's why I keep sort of missing the cats with the camera, so my apologies for that. Anyway, Brookie, I gotta go. We've got some other cats we gotta see today. I know. You too, Eddie. Hi, bud. Eddie's actually on top of the boxes I'm trying not to show you. Eddie, why? Okay, sweetie Brooke. Sweetie Brooke. Custard came over here. You're sitting there to cause trouble. I know you are. All right. Well, we didn't see Ari, did we? I don't know where he is, though. That's okay. That's all right. We got that de-shedding tool came in the mail yesterday for Gabby. You know, it looks like something that I don't know, a dentist in the 1800s would have in his office. But I think it'll probably do the trick pretty well. I'm not going to try it right now on the stream because I want to have my hands and be able to pay attention to what I'm doing. But it looks like a really cool tool that'll do a good job for little Gabby here. Now, here, have some food. You can growl at it all you want. I see you ate most of it already. You're probably stuffed, huh? I just gave that to her a little bit ago. So this is our newest mom cat. This is Gab or Gabby. And she's got 4 kittens that are cute little healthy kittens. I weighed them yesterday when they were first born. And then I weighed them again this morning, and they've all put on a lot of weight, really good. And the ones that were a little lighter, they're all sort of evening out in their weight too, which is also nice. They're getting a little closer together. Really happy about the weights. She likes to talk a little bit sometimes when she's eating. I think sometimes it's hard to tell. Some of the mom cats get a little nervous when the food's in with them because they're afraid it's going to attract something to their nest, basically. That might be part of why she talks to her food when she's eating in there. So I'm not 100% on the genders of the kittens yet, but I keep looking, trying to make up my mind about who's who. I think maybe I've got it figured out. I think at least I've got it figured out well enough for DJ to maybe choose names today. We can just sort of go for it. And you know what? If we end up being wrong, it happened with the last class. And their names are fine either way. So I don't think we have to worry too much about giving boy names to the boys and girl names to the girls. I think everybody knows one cat or another that's got a sort of a misgendered name, and the cats sure don't mind. I think everybody else finds it amusing too, so I think we can do that. I don't know what the names are, though, so that will be up to DJ. Now, let's see. These guys look like they're all sort of sleeping rather than actively nursing. Let's see if we can look at them up close. Anyway, my guess right now is that the 2 dark-colored tabbies are girls and that the 2 light-colored tabbies are boys. That's the way that we're thinking about it right now. Very hard to tell when they're only 2 days old like this. But not impossible. Trying to get an angle that can show a little bit of their little faces without disturbing them too much. But look at all this floof that's in the way. Look at all this. Got a lot of floof going on there, Gabby. Little Gabby. I know. I'm still hoping that DJ decides to name them all after medications, and Gabby can be short for Gabby Penton. And then we can have all the, I think we could have little, I don't know, all the antibiotics maybe. I'm kidding, of course, that would be ridiculous. I know, Anne. I'm amazed that with all this fur that they can find what they're looking for in there, but they sure do, and we know it because they're putting on lots of weight. That's what we like. So let's just take a quick look at each of them up close. So it's good, you know. Every time we have a new litter, somebody always emails us to say, why do you pick up the kittens and why do you manipulate them when they're still so young? And we do it because they need to get used to it, and it's an important part of their early socialization, and also because they're adorable. So we think it's important to pick them up and have a look at them and get them used to being touched early, early, early. So this is one of, we think, the girls, and I'm still just telling the two dark-colored tabbies apart by their front right paw. This one is the one that just has her little tiny fingertips colored white on the front right paw. Whereas when we pick up the other one, you will see that she's got her whole front right paw is white. You'll see the difference in just a second. And I know that's a very subtle difference that you guys will probably never be able to pick up on the live stream camera. But it is what it is. They're way too young for even our smallest collars. We wouldn't dream of putting collars on these guys yet. But I'm pretty certain we're going to have to put collars on them when they get a little bit older. All right, now let's look at this paw. You see this front right paw? You see how that covers way past her little fingers? You can see that difference. Hi, little girl, I think. I bet that once they get, once we get a little bit more used to them, we'll probably be able to see some other differences too that will help us tell them apart. But, yeah, right now it's a little rough, so. Very cute cutie pies though, aren't they? So they're 2 days old right now. And if you're new to this, kittens don't have their eyes open at all until it's an average of 10 days. And we've seen some open sooner and some open later, but on average, they stay 10 days, and that pretty much suits our experience. Also, their little ears, you see they look kind of funny, and that's also because their little ears are still sort of closed up and underdeveloped when they're born. And those don't open for a while either. I think it might be even longer, although it's hard to tell with the ears because you can't just, you don't, it's not as obvious. You can't see when their ears are open. So I don't know exactly when that happens. Mom's very happy. Little Gabby is such a sweetheart. Let's take a look at these boys while they're not nursing, the ones we think are boys. Here we go. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. So you can tell the two boys apart because one has a lot more white than the other. This one has less white. Got some interesting markings too. I see the start of like a classic tabby pattern, not a mackerel tabby. Is that what you guys are seeing here? More like acro than loganberry, if you're using the comparison that way. Classic tabbies have big swirls. I see Melody saying that's a girl. Yeah, you might be right. These colors are making me think that I should double check. But I will. Like I said, I'm not certain yet, so I'll check again. But what I'm seeing is a classic tabby pattern. We'll see if that turns out to be right or not. A little early to make those sorts of decisions. We've got our last one here that has more white on it, you see, lots more white. And also with the classic tabby, big, bold swirls, not the mackerel tabby. So that's interesting too, because for cats like Custard, I think you see a little bit more of the mackerel pattern in the colored parts. Oh, come here, buddy. Come on, let's show your face to everybody. Yeah. I wouldn't make too much of the fact that you guys might be seeing like some brown and some calico color in them. That's really just the camera acting funny because I'm looking at them in person. And they're mostly shades of gray, I think. Although, again, it's hard to tell at this age. But I don't think there's as much brown as you might think there, which is probably why you would look at them and go, "That's definitely a girl." But I don't think so. Of course, I'm not too sure yet. Like I said, I keep checking, changing my mind. So we'll figure it out. But right now, I do think my most recent guess is that the two lighter colored ones are both boys. The two darker colored ones are both girls. This one does have me guessing again, though. Where's she at? Let's see. She, he. Is this? I gotta look at this out in the sun. Let's see. Let's pull you out here in the sunlight for a minute, kiddo. Yeah, so I see, like when I'm looking on the camera, it does look like she had brown markings, which is obviously why you said, "Oh, it's a girl," because it looks like she's got some sort of tortoise shell coloration. But when I pull her out here in the sun, I can clearly see it's just the dark gray and the light gray, just like Custard with white. So not something that means it has to be a girl. I know it still looks a little bit brown on the camera, but it really doesn't. It's exactly the same colors as Custard, which isn't to say that I couldn't be wrong, that it could be a girl. I haven't, again, I'm still not completely sure, but that's what I'm guessing. And contrary, yeah, it's not possible to tell their gender by their color, but if you have a cat that has the tortoiseshell colors, the like three color tortoise shells in them, or calico also the same way with the orange and the black and the white, those are very, very predominantly girls. I think it's like a 1 in 1,000 for tortoise shells to not be girls. And with orange cats, ones like Loganberry and Acro, they are a lot more likely to be boys, although not that much more likely. In the case of the orange cats, it's only like 1 in 5 that's a girl. So even though it's true to say that you can't tell the gender by the color, sometimes you can get a pretty good guess based on the color. So you can, it helps to know. Which is why I think someone said that that was clearly a girl, and why I'm saying no, it's really not the brown tortoiseshell like it looked like it was on the camera. It's really not. I know it looked that way though. Yeah. So no, we don't know who the father of the kittens is. This we do rescues here, and she came to us from an animal shelter in North Carolina. Gabby came to us from North Carolina. And so we don't know anything. I don't think we've ever known who the father was. There was a chance that we could have guessed who the father was with some of Maggie's class that came in all together. But we didn't know for sure then. But I bet the father also came to us in that case. But that would have been the only case. Other than that, we don't know daddy cats. She's just purring and eating the air. Such a sweetheart. I'm going to take her food dish out. Oh, let's grab that. Just going to put it right out here. There we go. Hi, sweetheart. Such a happy mom. So, a couple things that I want to make sure that I say to you guys, because we've seen this come up a lot lately on our regular Kitten Academy live stream, where you can watch these guys all day long on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. Um, if you've noticed, she spends quite a bit of her time out of the box. She likes to leave the box and go sit outside. To me, that's typically what we've found is a sign of a cat that is more experienced as a mom. She's probably not her first rodeo. I'm guessing that she's had kittens before, and that her easy, quiet, surprising delivery also probably a sign of that. So my guess is that this is not her first litter. But we know, obviously, we don't know anything for sure, but that would just be my guess. So she knows really what she's doing. You'll notice if you pay attention that she always waits for the kittens to be calm or asleep, and then she gets up and leaves. So she knows she doesn't do it when they're actively nursing. And then they stay quiet while she's out of the box. And if they start meowing, she's never far away, and she comes right back in and tends to them again. So she's very attentive. She just likes to take a little break here and there and go sit outside, which is fine. And she usually actually is sitting right here outside of the box, but sometimes she wanders around the room and sits over by the door or something. So at any rate, I do think she's done this before. And then the other thing that I want to mention is you guys are going to notice that she breathes real fast a lot, that she pants basically. And you'll see that for sure on the stream. She's not doing it right now. She seems pretty calm. But we've done this a lot. I can't count how many mom cats we've had, but we've been doing almost exclusively mom cats for the last 4 years. And I can tell you that is super normal. Really, really normal. In fact, it's unusual if we get a mom cat who doesn't pant for like a week or sometimes even two after delivery. It takes a lot out of them, and I think all that healing that goes on inside probably heats them up a little bit too. So if you see her panting, that's no need to be concerned. That's very, very normal. Map, I haven't done the count of kittens total here myself, but I saw someone on the Discord chat yesterday say it was 209. Oh, and there's Pat saying the same thing, 209. So I will say 209. These little faces, look at this. This one has her paw right on this face. Just so funny, even at this age. Boy, and I'll tell you, yesterday morning we saw them fighting. I mean, really slap fighting each other over which nipple to get on, it's so cute. You always see it, but it's so amazing that they have that instinct even when they are, 6 hours old. They not only know how to find a nipple and get themselves some breakfast, but then how to hit their neighbor too and fight for them. It's very cute. Well, I should wrap this up. It has been half an hour now, so I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. As always, it means a lot to me that I see you guys, and I try to read and respond to as much as possible on the chat, but I know I can't get it all, so my apologies there. Definitely, if you had a question or a comment that you wanted to make and I missed it, feel free to bring it up tomorrow morning. We'll definitely do this again tomorrow morning on Monday. Although Monday lately has been my shopping morning too, so it might be just a little bit late tomorrow morning. And then we'll do it every day except Saturdays where we do mailbag instead. Of course, I've said that, and then we've done little short close-ups the last 2 Saturdays also, but it's not the way that we intend to do it, so we'll see. All right. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thanks to our mods for not only helping keep the chat moderated, but for answering so many of the questions that I miss. I really appreciate it. That's it, I guess. We will see you tomorrow. Meanwhile, you can look for the regular Kitten Academy live stream on YouTube. If you have trouble finding it, I do have a support ticket into YouTube now about that problem. So probably it'll get fixed real soon. Meanwhile, you might have to click through to our channel to find the live stream, but it is there. I promise it's there. All right. Thanks, everybody.